Hey y'all. So let me start off by saying this is for the glove police. So if you're not a glove police, please, you can keep moving. You can watch if you want to, but it's just specifically for them. So I know a lot of the glove police are not actually serve safe certified, so they don't know a whole lot, and that's okay. But I just have a few questions that I'm not going to ask all of them right now. But whenever y'all be on people post saying, oh no, I wouldn't eat this, oh, you supposed to be wearing gloves, yada yada yada, I just left out of Sam's. And I watched this lady in the cafe of Sam's go from ringing people up to fixing food for a family that was there, to sweeping the floor, to going back to the register, ringing somebody up, to fixing drinks and food, to going back, pulling the pizza out of the off the conveyor belt. And sis had on gloves. Sis had on gloves, honey. But guess what she needed to do? In between all of that, she needed to wash her hands, bump them gloves, take them gloves off. You know, the gloves are disposable. After each and every task, you are supposed to change gloves, take them off, wash your hands, and put on new ones. Okay? I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but you are. But also, realistically speaking, if you wash your hands, you in your house and you doing this and that, not in your house either. Like, you making bread. Sometimes I just know some of y'all just don't cook. Y'all just don't cook. Washing your hands is essential. Now, again, I know a lot of people don't. Like, my students come in my class and they be like, it ain't that deep. Listen, they do anything. I'm the hand washing police in my class, okay? If don't nobody else wash their hands, and I know some of them come from the industry, not really from the industry. They don't come from the industry. They work in the fast food industry, and that ain't really coming from the industry, culinary industry. But they come, a lot of the students, they'll work in the fast food industry, and they'll tell me all of this and that. Miss Lottie, you don't even do that out there. You may not do that out there. This is why I tell people all the time that be on people comments, like, y'all always be worrying about people washing their hands. And anyway, but you don't know that these people clean their hands, clean nothing. Literally, I sit here and watch my students. Like, one day, one of my students, I said, go wash your hands. He was like, what? And I told him what he did. How you see that your head was turned that way? Because I see everything, and I literally, like, I try to watch everything. And I obviously, you know, with so many students in the class, you can't watch everything, but as much as I can. This is why, you know, only a certain amount of students supposed to be in a culinary classroom at a time. But, you know, I watch them because I want them to get in the habit of washing their hands. Above all else, wash your hands. Like, they'll sit here and do all of this and that. Go wash your hands. Miss Lottie, I just touched my face. I understand that. But you're cooking for someone. You're not cooking for yourself. You can do whatever you want to do in your own home. But you won't be in my kitchen getting somebody sick because you refuse to wash your hands. Go wash your hands. Like, they get irritated because literally it don't even matter what to do. Pulling up pants. Now, I do have some that I have to stay on about pulling up pants. And now they're at the stage in my class now that they're like, Miss Lottie, can I get a zip tie? And honestly, I meant to buy a belt for some of them, but I just didn't. But they take the zip tie off when they leave my class, but they come in and ask because they already know. When they get in the kitchen, as many times as I see you pull up your pants, you're going to go wash your hands. I don't care what you're doing, okay? But it just, every time I see stuff, because I saw something again this weekend about somebody talking some, oh, you need to put gloves on. People be wearing gloves and be nasty because they don't be changing them. They be doing this, and that with them same gloves on, and y'all be eating it right on up. I don't want that. Hey, ma'am, go change your gloves before I get that. If I see it, I don't want it. That's what I said. I mean, again, essentially, you don't know what everyone is doing in the back whenever you order food. So that's why I tell y'all, like, why y'all comment and you don't like the food that you, unless you're cooking in your own home, you don't know what anyone is doing to your food. So I pray over everything before I put it in my mouth. Okay? But you don't know. So for the glove police, because this is who it was initially for, quit hollering gloves. Because if you wash your hands, you're good. Okay? My students know whenever they're touching ready-to-eat food, they will put on disposable gloves. The gloves are not reusable. Once they finish, they throw them in the trash. They do. Okay? But we'll have some lessons on gloves and hand washing later, because obviously some of you need it. Some of you do. Whenever you're at home, you can do whatever you want to do with your food, with your cooking, with your hands, and all of that. But whenever you're serving people, there are different rules and regulations. But long story short, I mean, it was a little long. It was a little long rant, I guess. But why do y'all tell people to put on gloves? Police people who you don't know what they have done in their house. But don't police the people where you at the places that you eat from. Ask them all these questions whenever you order. Are they changing gloves? Are they washing their hands? Are they cleaning up behind themselves whenever they put on gloves? Are they doing just one task and one task only and then throwing the gloves away? Ask them these questions instead of policing the people minding their business online that ain't serving nobody. Now, some of them do be serving people. Some of them are serving people, but all of them aren't. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to me. Just like every time I see it, like there's so many things that you could be worried about, but you're worried about the wrong ones. Because I guarantee you, most of you all eat the food from these restaurants where children, I say students because some of them are my students. And you know what? I hear horror stories all the time. And if y'all knew what I know from hearing the stories that I don't be wanting to hear, because I don't be asking, these children just be volunteering information. I still can't get over one of the stories. And I really want to tell y'all so bad. It might not. It's not gonna. Look, I stopped eating at the place. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. But again, I don't like knowing stuff. So I know people are disgusting and nasty. I know that. So typically, as long as I don't know, you haven't heard stories, I'm gonna eat there, just pray over my food. But once you start telling me stuff, now I can't eat there. Don't tell me nothing. That's why I said tell myself I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, because then I'm gonna be like, oh, no, I can't eat there because I know y'all work there and y'all just gonna keep telling me stuff and I'm just gonna be like, ew. But y'all, I know I'll be in circles. I probably done said 15 different things. And I was just talking about gloves and then went on a tangent about everything. It's okay though. It all connects somehow. Bye-bye. Y'all have a good day. Deuce.